It seems like we're exploring a 5-star hotel, but in fact, this is a horse stable. Yes, you heard right. This is an exhibition and care area for the world's most expensive and rare horses built in Dubai. It is not like any other horse farm in the world that we have ever known. More precisely, it can be considered a luxury resort for horses. Today, let's explore the most luxurious horse farms in the world. For more than a decade, Dubai has been associated with the world's most luxurious. The livestock models in this area are also more unique, typically horse farms. Because in Dubai, horses are not only raised for meat, but also serve leading entertainment industries such as horse racing and tourism for horse riding enthusiasts. Today, Dubai's most famous horse farms, such as Al Wadi Desert, Emirates, or Desert Hack, all have beautiful natural resources and landscapes. They attract hundreds of thousands of visitors each year to experience Arabian culture through horseback riding tours in the desert. There are 43 horse breeds at these unique farms, representing 30 different countries, from Germany and Spain to Kazakhstan, including more than 300 horses that are considered high class. The horses at these farms are bred and cared for with the utmost care. Attention is paid to everything from their living environment to their health care. For centuries, horses have symbolized nobility, strength, and freedom, and have been highly prized by the aristocracy and the wealthy. Due to their high demand, horse breeding, training, and showing programs have been established around the world, with Dubai becoming a global hub for horse racing and equestrian sports. Horse farms in Dubai feature modern facilities and stunning architectural designs, ensuring the utmost comfort and care for the horses. Each stable has advanced ventilation, temperature control, and hygiene systems. The carefully maintained tracks and training grounds, which mimic the conditions of major international racecourses, allow horses to hone their skills in a controlled yet challenging environment. The farms are also equipped with the latest veterinary technology, providing 24/7 care to ensure the health and peak performance of every horse. The horses' food and water are guaranteed to be of high quality and free of any signs of contamination. They are also bathed and trained daily to ensure their endurance and high quality in order to serve horse racing competitions. Each breed of horse has its own training methods. Many farms focus on only a few breeds to train the best horses to participate in horse racing competitions. Investors focus on the superior genetics of champion horse lines to breed and create high-quality descendants. Each farm also has trainers and horse experts who will work closely with complex training regimes, raising horses to achieve peak performance. With heavy investment, Dubai has become a prominent player in international horse racing, with events such as the Dubai World Cup attracting global attention. Every year, horse races are held in Dubai to find the champion horse. This is also considered a form of get-rich-quick scheme, as the winning horse can be sold for millions of US dollars, helping farms earn huge profits. In addition, horse farms in Dubai often organize horse exhibitions and auctions to increase revenue and promote the industry. For over a decade, horse shows in the UAE have been a major gathering place for the equestrian industry. These trade shows connect many horse suppliers with enthusiasts, owners, breeders, studs, and clubs in the region.
Unique explores semi-artificial eel farming model. Eels have long been the most popular food source in Asian regions. So eel farming has also developed strongly, helping farmers gain great economic benefits, in addition to traditional eel farming models such as natural farming or modern models in artificial environments. In Southeast Asia, farmers are developing semi-artificial eel farming. There is a combination of traditional and modern methods to produce large quantities of farmed eels. Today, let's explore with us how unique semi-artificial eel farms are. Unique Explore Semi-Artificial Eel Farming Model. Semi-artificial eel farming is very popular in rural areas of Southeast Asia because these areas have large fields and natural river systems. Farmers mainly cultivate wet rice, so the rice growing areas are usually low-lying and humid all year round, which is an ideal condition for raising eels in the fields. Of course, farmers will not release eels directly into the rice fields, but they use mats nets are used to enclose areas and release eel fry for spawning. In this way, eel can live in the natural environment and combine with modern breeding methods to create high-quality eel breeds. As you can see, eels are released directly into the rice fields, hiding in the fertile mud layers, which is an ideal habitat for eels. helping them reproduce quickly. Farmers provide feed so they can grow faster. The semi-artificial eel seed production model brings many advantages and benefits, helping farmers proactively source quality seeds, healthy artificial seeds, uniform size and less disease, meeting the quality requirements and partly the quantity according to the needs of farmers. This model is bringing high economic efficiency to people, especially for the small-scale producers. After eels are spawned, farmers will continue to care for the eels for a while until they reach a certain size. They will be sold to eel farms or released into concentrated farming areas. They are still raised and fattened in the semi-artificial way. The farming area is still surrounded by canvas or nets. The farming environment is similar to that in nature, including mud and some plants such as water, hyacinth as shelter for the eels. Eels raised in a semi-artificial environment are also fed daily with small fish and earthworms. Industrial food for eels can also be used to ensure nutrition for their growth. Farmers usually feed eels twice a day, with just enough food to avoid overfeeding, which can lead to excess food pollution the farming area. Freshwater eels are often active at night, so farmers often provide food at night to increase farming efficiency. Eel care such as disease and bacteria prevention is also focused on to ensure they grow well. Eels raised in the semi-artificial models can be harvested after 6 to 8 months, when they reach a size of about 150 to 200 grams per eel. Farmers will remove vegetations in the eel farming area and drain the water to harvest the eels. With no shelter left, thousands of eels can be seen working under the thin layer of mud. Farmers harvest each eel and place them in a plastic baskets that can drain well. Once each basket is full, they use a hose to clean the mud and then pour the eels into a holding tank before being sold to traders for transportation to consumption and processing areas. At the factory, tons of eels are processed every day through stages such as head removal, viscera removal and cleaning. The eels are then cut into portions and packaged by weight, after which they are flash frozen to extend shelf life and make transportation easier. Eel is considered one of the delicacies in Southeast Asia. They are processed into different dishes depending on the region and the taste of the local people. Eel meat is classified as a food that provides many nutrients that are beneficial to health. They contain a lot of protein, vitamins and minerals that are beneficial to human health. In particular, eel dishes are also used in cases of physical weaknesses to improve health.
By the end of September 2023, the total sow herd in China reached about 45 million, making an impressive recovery from the difficulties caused by the epidemic. With the goal of rebuilding the livestock industry, China has produced millions of piglets to meet domestic demand and increase productivity. So, how can they produce such a huge number of piglets? Let's explore the process and technology of piglet production at lightning speed. China is the world's largest pork consumer, with an annual demand of about 54 million tons, accounting for half of the total global pork production. Pork is not only a staple food, but also an indispensable part of the rich culinary culture of the people here. Currently, the pig farming industry in China can produce about 57.94 million tons of pork per year. After the African swine fever (ASF) crisis in 2018, millions of pigs in China were wiped out, leading to a surge in imports of piglets from abroad. Therefore, the country has invested heavily in developing high-quality pig breeds to meet domestic demand and avoid dependence on imports. One of China's efforts to create quality pig breeds is to apply genetic crossbreeding technology. These studies have helped create healthy pigs that are highly resistant to disease and grow faster. Local pig breeds with good qualities will be used and combined with excellent pig breeds imported from abroad. Currently, the most popular pig breeds raised in China include Habei pigs, Beijing black pigs, Xinhua pigs, Hubei pigs, Duroc pigs, Shanghai pigs, and Yorkshire pigs, etc. Most recently, they have crossbred and created a pig breed called Lanxi with outstanding productivity. This is a pig breed with high lean meat ratio and fast growth rate, thereby bringing higher profits. To achieve this, China has applied modern technology, commonly known as pig chip. This technology allows automatic analysis of multiple DNA samples at the same time, rapid synthesis and creation of a gene source with the most optimal characteristics. In addition, artificial insemination is also applied to increase the conception efficiency of the pig herd. The process of creating healthy, quality piglets requires special care. Sows are raised in a clean environment with strict control over temperature, humidity, and nutrition. Automatic feeders and diets are designed specifically for each stage of development, ensuring the best reproductive health. The first pigs will be raised in spacious, large barns. During pregnancy, they are regularly checked for health. The average gestation period of sows is 114 days. Special attention must be paid to miscarriage or early termination of pregnancy. When it is time to breed, they will be placed in separate pens. This confinement will continue throughout the lactation period. However, confinement in small spaces also causes mixed opinions as the sows are restricted in their movements, which can affect their behavior. It is necessary to care for piglets as soon as possible after birth. The appropriate temperature for piglets in the first week is 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, then gradually decrease until weaning. Usually, piglets will suckle their mother's milk for the first 3 to 4 weeks, then switch to a weaning diet to grow quickly. In addition, farms now focus on vaccination and health monitoring for piglets to minimize the risk of disease. Not only investing in breed research, China is also a pioneer in building large-scale farms, applying modern technology to operations. Some prominent models include pig farming projects in high-rise buildings equipped with modern automatic equipment and machinery. In recent years, the pork crisis has brought pig farms into the city. The livestock industry is no longer limited to rural areas. You can see these farms in Beijing. Not only investing in breed research, China is also a pioneer in building large-scale farms, applying modern technology to operations. Some prominent models include pig farming projects in high-rise buildings equipped with modern automatic equipment and machinery. In recent years, the pork crisis has brought pig farms into the city. The livestock industry is no longer limited to rural areas. You can see these farms in Beijing. In addition, smart devices and AI systems are also used to monitor the health and behavior of pigs. Facial recognition and voice scanning technology help detect pigs that are coughing, preventing epidemics in time. Currently, China has been able to self-supply 90% of piglets for the livestock industry, basically controlling the breeding problem. The breeding process takes place through selective breeding. Each litter usually produces 10 to 14 piglets, depending on the breed and care conditions. With more than 40 million sows, capable of giving birth 2 to 3 litters per year, the number of piglets produced is extremely large. Thanks to scientific care methods, the survival rate of piglets has been improved to 90%. Despite many successes, the pig farming industry in China still faces many challenges. This country is located in the area most affected by the epidemic. In addition, the cost of raising pigs in China is much higher than in other countries, so they have to constantly look for solutions to reduce these problems. In the future, the pig farming industry in China will continue to develop, as domestic demand is still increasing. With the continuous development of technology, it will be easier to increase production efficiency, ensuring enough piglets for farmers. Without favorable natural resources for agricultural development, Israel is the only country capable of turning deserts into arable land, growing crops, and raising livestock, even changing the world's agriculture. So, what has turned a country full of deserts into the most modern agricultural granary in the world? It is even likened to the world's Silicon Valley in the agricultural sector. So, today, let's explore agricultural production activities in Israel to see how the agricultural economy in this region has developed. Israel is a small country with an area of over 20,000 kilometers squared, of which desert accounts for 70% of the territory. The rest are bare rocky hills with an extremely harsh climate. This area is inherently unsuitable for farming and raising livestock. But now, the whole world is surprised because Israel has created a miracle to turn the yellow sands of the desert into a green color full of life. So, what measures have the people of Israel adopted to transform their agricultural economy and compete with other agricultural powers? In fact, Israel has taken advantage of mountainous areas and harsh climates to develop power plants from solar energy, which is a clean and eternal source of energy. These energy sources are applied in life and agricultural production. Therefore, a lot of other resources such as water are saved. The water sources in the desert in Israel are only used for growing plants. The most popular crop grown in the Israeli desert is the cherry tomato, which is exported to many other parts of the world. Today, Israeli farmers are also developing newer varieties of tomatoes to increase yields. In addition to tomatoes, you'll be amazed by the olive groves, vegetables, and many other crops that are adapted to the desert conditions. In the Judean desert region just north of the Dead Sea, agriculture is even more advanced. Farmers use the minerals found in the soil and sand to train crops to grow vigorously. The crops that are exported to many countries and considered to be the best in the world are onions and basil. To develop a strong agricultural sector, Israel invests more in agriculture than any other region in the world. Each year, the country invests nearly $100 million in agricultural research, accounting for about 3% of the country's total agricultural output. Scientists at the centers not only study drought resistance in plants, but also create new varieties of vegetables and crops with high yields, as well as biological control methods and pest control that use less chemicals. According to statistics, with only 2.5% of Israel's population working in agriculture, the country exports about $3.5 billion worth of agricultural products each year and is one of the world's leading agricultural exporters. In addition to farming, Israel is also famous for its dairy industry, which is the most productive in the world. Hundreds of dairy farms across the desert use cooling systems to ensure the health of the cows. Animal feed is mainly imported and supplemented from agricultural crops, thanks to which the production of cow's milk is of the best quality, with a much higher protein content than other types of milk. Camel farms for meat and milk are also common in Israel, but what surprises us is the modern and large-scale chicken farms that are no less than those in the US and Europe. With modern air filtration and cooling systems, Israel produces thousands of tons of chicken meat each year, contributing to the enrichment of food sources for people across the country. Not only raising poultry and livestock, Israel also surprises people with an aquaculture system right in the desert. Fish is a source of protein for hundreds of millions of people around the world, but it is severely limited by natural conditions and water resources. However, this is no longer an obstacle for Israel as the land is fertile. The vast desert is not only used to grow normal crops, but also used by Israeli people to raise aquatic products, develop large fish farms, and bring in a lot of income for this country. Israel's desert fish farming system uses highly saline seawater, which they pump through the ground into fish tanks. In particular, the system uses bacteria developed to clean the tanks as well as pathogens in the fish, leaving virtually no waste in the ponds and no need to change the water. Israel has begun to increase its collection of sea fish for export to countries around the world, mainly the European region. Have you ever seen mantis shrimp raised in plastic cages? It sounds strange, but this is an extremely effective mantis shrimp farming model in Vietnam. With this method, after only 3 to 4 months, farmers can harvest commercial shrimp and sell it for about 50 USD per kilogram. So, what makes this model successful? Let's find out in this video. Mantis shrimp is a food with high nutritional value, providing protein, vitamins, and minerals that are beneficial to the body. In Vietnamese cuisine, mantis shrimp is processed into many diverse dishes with delicious and attractive flavors. Therefore, the demand for mantis shrimp in Vietnam is very high. Consumers are willing to pay from $50 to $80 or more for 1 kilogram. In addition, the natural climate conditions in Vietnam are very suitable for raising mantis shrimp, creating high-quality products. Therefore, the mantis shrimp farming model has brought a stable and sustainable source of income to farmers. In Vietnam, mantis shrimp are mainly exploited and caught in the wild, and their numbers are seriously declining. Previously, there were some models of shrimp farming in earthen ponds, but the efficiency was not high. Therefore, they researched and developed a new model of mantis shrimp farming, which is more efficient. Mantis shrimp farming models are mainly developed in the southern provinces of Vietnam, especially Ca Mau. Mantis shrimp can be raised in tanks or cages in brackish water environments. These innovative models have helped optimize space and create the best conditions for shrimp growth. The model of raising mantis shrimp in plastic cages allows shrimp to grow naturally in brackish water environments. Plastic cages are fixed in brackish water river areas, ensuring the best living conditions for shrimp. This is an easy-to-raise shrimp species that does not require much food because they can completely find natural food themselves. However, farmers need to clean the cages regularly to ensure a clean environment for shrimp to grow. In addition, the indoor mantis shrimp farming model uses a recirculating water system, RAS, or HRPAX, has also proven its advantages. This model allows mantis shrimp farmers to raise on an industrial scale, regardless of the pond. Shrimp are raised in small boxes or in moderately sized tanks. During the farming process, there is no need to change the water too much, and no use of toxic chemicals or antibiotics for shrimp. Shrimp feed is mainly fresh food such as trash fish, helping to ensure the growth rate of mantis shrimp. In addition, the indoor mantis shrimp farming model uses a recirculating water system, RAS, or HRPAX, has also proven its advantages. This model allows mantis shrimp farmers to raise on an industrial scale, regardless of the pond. Shrimp are raised in small boxes or in moderately sized tanks. During the farming process, there is no need to change the water too much, and no use of toxic chemicals or antibiotics for shrimp. Shrimp feed is mainly fresh food such as trash fish, helping to ensure the growth rate of mantis shrimp. Raised in a system without bottom mud, the quality of commercial shrimp is delicious, bright in color, and is favored by consumers. According to analysis, food hygiene and safety standards when raising mantis shrimp in this way meet 100% of Vietnamese standards. The H. Harpax system includes shrimp farming cells measuring 40 by 30 by 17 centimeters with a maximum capacity of 8 liters, neatly arranged, connected to a circulation device and a water treatment system. After treatment, the water will be returned to the farming tank, forming a closed cycle. This also reduces the amount of wastewater discharged directly into the environment, creating a sustainable farming model. The success rate of raising mantis shrimp according to the new model is 80 to 90%. After about 4 months, they have reached commercial size, over 150 grams per shrimp, and can be supplied to the market. According to the report, the recirculating farming technology can bring economic efficiency of about $500 per 1,000 shrimp or crop. Mantis shrimp are currently sold at high prices in the market, especially in large urban areas. With quality mantis shrimp products, the selling price ranges from $50 to $80 per kilogram. Some giant mantis shrimp cost up to $100 per kilogram or more. The profit that this model brings has helped farmers have a significant income. Although the initial investment cost is also relatively high due to the need to install equipment, in the long term, this model still brings high economic efficiency. Compared with traditional farming models, mantis shrimp farming models on modern farms have brought many great advantages. Raising mantis shrimp according to the new model not only brings economic efficiency, but also helps protect the environment. The shrimp farming system has a circulating water treatment system, thereby limiting waste discharge into the environment. However, the mantis shrimp farming industry in Vietnam is also facing certain difficulties. Currently, mantis shrimp breeds are only caught in the natural environment and have not been artificially researched, so the number of breeds cannot meet the demand when this model develops. With the large demand of the market, the mantis shrimp farming industry will have many opportunities to develop in the future. Therefore, modern farming models are the best way to optimize profits for farmers. However, the mantis shrimp farming industry in Vietnam is also facing certain difficulties. Currently, mantis shrimp breeds are only caught in the natural environment and have not been artificially researched, so the number of breeds cannot meet the demand when this model develops. With the large demand of the market, the mantis shrimp farming industry will have many opportunities to develop in the future. Therefore, modern farming models are the best way to optimize profits for farmers. Did you know that ostrich skin is currently the most valuable leather in the world, with a value of up to $5,000 a piece? Not only that, ostrich products such as meat, feathers, and eggs also bring significant economic value, contributing billions of dollars to the income of Chinese farmers. Is there any secret behind this success? To decode, let's explore the large-scale ostrich farms in this country of 1 billion people. Ostrich farming began in China in 1998 and has now become a thriving industry with hundreds of large-scale farms across the country. The most popular ostrich breed in China is the African ostrich because they are larger in size and lay more eggs. The most prominent is the farm in Sichuan with an area of more than 3,000 acres, estimated to raise more than 100,000 birds per year and is considered the ostrich capital of China. Ostriches are large birds with long legs and strong running ability, so when raising them, it is necessary to build spacious and airy cages. Ostrich cages need to be spacious, allowing ostriches to move comfortably, helping to increase the fertilization rate and prevent obesity. The cage floor needs to be clean, always clean of feces and waste. Normally, farmers will add sand, plant grass, and some trees with canopies to create shade. The fence surrounding the cage must be sturdy, ensuring the most effective confinement of ostriches. Ostriches are considered very easy to raise. Their main food is vegetables, fresh green grass, which can be combined with corn flour or nutritious food. Therefore, the cost of raising ostriches is not too high. From 10 to 12 months old, they can be sold. From hatching to 3 months old, ostriches need to be carefully cared for to increase the survival rate. People use specialized incubators for birds under 3 months old, in dry, clean, and airy conditions. After about 4 months of age or more, ostriches begin to mature, weighing about 36 kilograms, and can adapt to many different natural conditions. Female ostriches can reproduce at the age of 24 to 30 months, while male ostriches need 36 months. When they reach breeding age, they will be divided into groups of about 20 to 30 to ensure efficiency, with a ratio of 1 male to 3 females. A female ostrich lays 80 to 120 eggs per year. Some farms also apply artificial insemination to increase reproductive efficiency. The incubation period for ostrich eggs is 42 days, with the temperature adjusted to 36.8 to 42 degrees Celsius. Selling ostrich breeding flocks is also a solution that brings high income to breeders. The ostriches reach a large enough weight, they can be harvested. Ostrich meat is the main product and can be processed into many attractive dishes. An ostrich raised for 12 to 14 months can reach a weight of about 100 kilograms. After removing the skin and bones, about 50 kilograms of lean meat will be obtained. Currently, large-scale modern ostrich meat processing factories have also been built, meeting the needs of large-scale processing. Ostrich meat is popular because it is mainly grass-fed, has no pesticide residues, and sells for about $10 per kilogram. Meanwhile, ostrich eggs are considered to have a soft, delicious, nutritious texture and cost about $20 each. Ostrich leather is a special product with a soft and tough texture, 5 times more durable than cow leather. Therefore, a piece of leather can cost from several $100s to thousands of dollars. Each ostrich can produce 1,000 grams of leather, which can be supplied to the modern automobile industry, electronics, and decoration industries. In addition, ostrich feathers are also very soft and smooth, which is a good material for making clothing accessories. Each ostrich can produce about 1.8 kilograms of feathers, which are used as raw materials for the high-end fashion industry. Ostrich eggshells are thick and hard, have a beautiful shiny color, and can be used for carving and producing handmade decorations at high prices. In addition, ostrich oil is also used as cosmetics and skincare products, anti-aging. Ostrich organs and bones also have certain medicinal value. It can be seen that any product from ostriches can generate income for breeders. With large farms, the ostrich farming industry can create jobs for thousands of local people, contributing to the development of the regional economy. Ostrich farming has created an integrated ostrich farming industry chain from incubation, breeding, slaughtering, processing, etc. Some farms also combine the construction of cultural tourism spots and product sales to attract tourists and maximize income. However, long-term ostrich farming also causes negative impacts on the local environment and ecosystem. Therefore, farmers also need to have a sustainable development plan to protect the natural environment. Best known in the world for its great taste and high price, Wagyu beef is bred and grown on farms around the world. Although it originated in Japan, Australia is famous for its scale of Wagyu beef production and processing. Australian Wagyu beef is exported to many regions around the world and creates a famous brand. So, does the process of producing and processing Australian Wagyu beef meet standards? Standard compared to Japan? Let's find out together. In Japan, the Wagyu beef industry is deeply rooted in tradition, with a focus on quality over quantity. Cows are typically raised in small herds, allowing farmers to closely monitor and care for each animal. Wagyu beef is processed in Japan under strict guidelines to ensure the meat maintains its high quality standards. After being raised for approximately 30 months, the cattle are slaughtered in highly regulated facilities. These processing plants adhere to strict hygiene and handling procedures to ensure the safety of the meat. The special thing about Japanese Wagyu beef is that it is classified based on a standard marbling score, numbered from 1 to 12. The higher the score, the more marbling. Only beef numbered 6 or higher is classified as premium Wagyu beef. With strict production processes at processing facilities, Japanese Wagyu beef has affirmed its unique brand worldwide. So, does Australia breed and produce Wagyu beef according to Japanese methods? And how was the taste of Australian Wagyu beef compared to the original taste in Japan? Australia is one of the world's largest producers of Wagyu beef. Although they import Wagyu cattle from Japan, Australian farmers have developed their own unique methods of raising and processing this expensive breed of cattle. While Japan has prioritized traditional practices, Australia has adopted a more industrial approach to Wagyu beef production to meet global demand. However, Australian farmers maintain high standards of care for their herds, focusing on producing consistent, high-quality beef. Unlike traditional large-scale farming in Japan, Australian Wagyu cattle are typically raised on large farms where they have access to pasture before being fed grain to enhance the marbling of the meat. The grain feeding process typically lasts between 30 and 50 days, during which time each cow is closely monitored to ensure that they achieve the desired marbling. Unlike Japan, where cows are cared for almost individually, Australian farms manage larger herds, using advanced technology to monitor and optimize cow health and diet. The slaughter and processing of Australian Wagyu beef is also subject to strict health and safety regulations, overseen by government agencies such as the Australian Meat Industry Council and the Department of Agriculture. Australian processing plants are also more automated than those in Japan, allowing for larger-scale beef processing. These plants use advanced technology to ensure that beef is slaughtered and packaged efficiently while maintaining the high standards expected of Wagyu. While Japan grades Wagyu meat according to its marbling, in Australia, experts take into account factors such as tenderness, flavor, and juiciness in addition to marbling. High-quality Australian Wagyu beef is often exported to international markets, especially in Asia and the United States. Compared to Japan, Australian Wagyu beef is aged for a longer period of time, usually 28 to 60 days, to develop the flavor and tenderness of the meat. The aging process is usually carried out in a temperature-controlled environment to ensure consistent quality. After aging, the beef is vacuum sealed and packaged for export. You can easily find Australian Wagyu beef on the menus of high-end restaurants and supermarkets around the world. While Japan consumes most of its Wagyu beef domestically, only a small portion is exported to international markets. In contrast, Australia produces a large amount of Wagyu beef for export, making it a major player in the global premium beef markets. Although originating from Japan, Australian Wagyu beef farms do not apply Japanese production technology, but instead apply high-tech, large-scale production to produce Wagyu beef for export worldwide. Despite different production methods, Japan and Australia are both aiming to create the highest quality Wagyu beef products that are sought after worldwide.